Hey guys, what is going on? The Zip of RageQuitTV casting another replay between Jinro and an unknown Zerg player. I don't know who this guy is. I did a Google Translate and I think it came out to Price Bubble. No idea who it is. But I heard this game was pretty sick. I didn't get to watch it. It was on his stream, and then the replay did get uploaded to drop.sc, and that is where I grabbed it. So we'll be seeing what makes this game so sick. Jinro is a player that doesn't get much recognition since he lives in Korea. Kind of keeps it low profile. I think he's the only foreigner who's made it, I think, 3 times in the round of 4, or maybe it was the round of 8 in the GSL. He's had some very impressive results, just hasn't really won anything yet. But this is one of those guys that could come out of nowhere. He has done it in the past at an MLG. Came out of nowhere, and people are like, holy crap, this guy's good. And he may be doing that in the near future, so follow this guy. He does stream. His stream is very entertaining, and he has the nickname the Gorilla Terran. If you ever see a picture of a gorilla in the StarCraft community, chances are they may be referring to Jinro because his chin is just so amazing. The barracks is coming up at 12 supply. He's getting his SCV because he doesn't stop building SCVs. He did get popular because of his macro Terran playstyle. Back in the early days of StarCraft 2, every single Terran just did kind of cheesy timing attacks in one games. And that's why you see the GSL right now being all Terrans, because it's so hard to get out of Codas. They just made a change so it's easier to get out, demoted from Codas. But all it was Terrans, because the game early on was imbalanced towards Terran against any matchup except other Terrans. So obviously that's why you have so many Terrans in the GSL. But Jinro was never one of those cheesy players. He was always one that scouted everything and went for that macro playstyle in the time when macro was unheard of in the StarCraft 2 community. So big props to him. And maybe I shouldn't say unheard of, because you did have Idra and everyone who loved playing macro. You can see, gonna go for a 16 command center. He hasn't scouted his opponent just yet. Not building it up in his base where he can wall off. He's just going to be building it as natural because he wants to play these long, drawn-out games, and that is where this guy thrives. And my apologies if I sound biased towards Jinro. I don't know who this Zerg player is, so it's kind of hard to give a background. I mean, he's blue, he's a Zerg, he can do a lot of things. He's going for the normal build between a hatch and a pool. He did get gas, and his gas did come before the pool, so he's going to be able to get quick link speed. But beyond that, I don't know anything about this guy. And Jinro, well, who doesn't know Jinro? Who doesn't love him? But I'll try to keep it unbiased once the game does progress. This SCV is going to finally scout a Zerg player. But he's just going to say, okay, everything is normal. But this is very, very important to do, because he'll see that, okay, you're not mining gas. And even if the drones get back on the gas by then, he may click on that extractor and see the number. We'll see. Can we see him click? He's clicked on the SCV. Does he click onto it? No, he doesn't. He sees no guys mining. He can assume it was at 100 pulled off, so he doesn't click on it. There's Lings attacking this one SCV. Queen is coming out. The spine collar going down a little bit early for my taste. It did go down around 4:45. It doesn't have to come out until the 5 minute and 5 second, 5 minute 15 second to come out just before the Hellions. But maybe he's thinking about a 2x or whatnot, because has a Zerg player scouted him? No, he hasn't. So that may be why his spine closed a little bit early, just to fend off early marine pressure. And as I was saying, if you don't know when they take a gas or take a base, click on the mineral patch, see that number. You can see it with just getting scouting on it. That kind of sounded bad, but if you have vision of a crystal, you can click on it and see how much it has left. As you do see, this one has 1425, the max is 1500, so you know he hasn't had this base that long, as he hasn't got that much return from it. So that's something you can do about the gas if you don't know the gas timing and want to start learning about that, because it does mean a lot to know the gas timing. You can do that. Since Jinro saw the guys pulled off of gas, he can assume that his opponent is just droning up, which he is doing, Because when you pull guys off gas, you just want a lot of minerals. It's not to build a bunch of lings, it's to build a bunch of drones and get to 2 base full saturation as soon as possible. The next 100 gas should be going to the lair, and I'm kind of surprised it has not been started just yet. He is just using all that on drones. You do see 7 drones there. Looks like an Evo chamber, so he may be going for a +1 upgrade before his lair and going for a 3rd base as well. 3 bases before lair, very common on Antiga Shipyard because his 3rd base is so easy to defend. But no, he is not going to be doing that. He is getting his Evo chamber just now. He is at 42 drones. And Jinro has a complete wall up here. Most of it is supply depot, so it's a wall when he wants it to be a wall. If he doesn't want it to be a wall, it's not a wall. And that is how Terran roll. They can just do that, and it's awesome for them. Other races can't do it, but they got cool things like Zerg has fungal growth, which can just stop your units. I wish I had that ability as Terran. Or Protoss, they can have DTs or force fields. Force field is the better example, so every race has those unique things. I don't know why I'm talking about that because you guys all know about it. We can see a Zerg player trying to expand his creep, and Jinro saying, no, 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 no. You are not going to do that. All 4 of those creep tumors did go down. Throws a scan up here. Is going to see not too many lings. Going to try to do damage on those queens. And almost killed a creep tumor in the process. One more hit on that would kill it. Lings are going to pick off 1 or 2 SCVs. But no, they don't actually. Jinro doing a great job microing. You saw the injured ones or the ones in the back kept on going while the ones in the front stopped, getting a hit off without taking any hits. Jinro, so good with that micro. We have 4 queens out. And killing these 4 creep tumors, that was taking out 100 Zerg energy, which is definitely pretty good. Bunch of lings are out, and they may get a good surround on these Hellions. And no, the Hellions are just a little bit too slippery to go down, but they have taken quite a few lings out with them. Jinro just going to keep microing these, and again, you can see him kind of stopping the ones near full health, and the ones injured just keep on running. 45 SCVs, 242 drones. The macro hatch is up. He's got so many queens, so all these bases are going to be vomited upon. And one interesting thing is, he doesn't have his queens individually hotkeyed. He has his hatches individually hotkeyed. The benefit to this is you can easily just switch between 1 and 2, and you can see the inject status. As we see, this one's near 40. He's probably not going to miss this inject because he's always watching that. Let's see. It's done. And it's not as good as I'd hope. And there it goes. And the Spire now just completing at the 10 minutes and 50-second mark. So if you're watching my game against Rhett and Major, this is the normal time Spire at the 11-minute mark, as I did say. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a game between Rhett and Major where Rhett got mutas out at like 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and it did so much damage. We have lings just scouting around, just checking for ninja bases. This is where Jinro would take any ninjas or a 4th base. Those lings just going to be chilling out there. They can also, as a bonus spot drops, no medevac is going to go this way and not get scouted. But why would Jinro go all that way when he is so close to the Zerg opponent? You can look at this. I mean, it's almost like you could siege a tank here and kind of get shots here with Marines. So, very close 3rd and natural on Antiga Shipyard. And I believe you can stand right here and nuke and kill some drones. So that is pretty cool. The 3rd base is now just finishing for Zerg player. Jinro has his 3rd base up, getting a PF, has a Thor, getting missile turrets, getting a sensor tower. And did he throw a scan down? No, I don't believe so. No, he hasn't used a scan. He can just assume mutas, just blind defending those mutas, and that is definitely a little bit dangerous. But Jinro did see no roaches, only lings. If he saw all these roaches, he may not think mutas. And that Spire is down, so I don't think he is going mutas. I think this may just be for a greater Spire, and he may be going for fast Broodlords. We will find out. He doesn't have an infestation pit to my knowledge. Oh no, he does have one. But, no hive just yet. Blue Flames is out for Jinro, but roaches are now out. The scan, of course, does see them, and he is going to be pulling those Hellions back. The missile turrets kind of be like, oh, well, we aren't needed anymore. And the hive is coming out, so Jinro did waste quite a few minerals just because he did not scout that spire and blindly put missile turrets around his base. And our Zerg player has very, very nice creep spread. And let's look at the Queen's energy. This one at 55 energy. Not too bad for being 14 minutes into the game. This one at 61, this at 73. He is doing a fairly good job. And only a few seconds late. I know I hassled him, but I mean, that was pretty quick. It was a few seconds late, but that is definitely still fast. And again, if you don't know what I was talking about, you can just go between these hatches if it's not morphing into like a lair or a hive. And you can see the inject timer. So that's why you see some of these Zerg players just not hockeying the queens, just keeping an eye out because they are always switching between. Can we see this? Yeah, you can see him switching. He's on those roaches, on the roaches, gonna fight off these Hellions. And after this battle, he's gonna switch to his hatch, check out the inject status, I would assume. Getting that hive, not hive, the thing. And you can see right there, checks all his things, sees, okay, there's no inject on it, and starts injecting. That's also the cool thing, because if you just have your queens hotkeyed, you can't tell if your hatch has a inject on it or not. You have to go back to your base and look at it, or just have the good feel. If you have them on hotkeys, you don't see that bar, you know, hey, I'm not injecting right now. And Hellions just picking off a few tumors. There's urges coming in, gonna deny Jinro taking this gold base. And you can see the Zerg player, he didn't want to take the gold base because that's expanding towards his opponent. He wants to take these two bases because he wants, if Jinro wants to attack these, he's going to have to put some of his army out of position. If he does that, then he may be open to a counterattack. He can't really pull all his units to go and attack this. He has to do it with small drops, and one small drop is not going to take out a base if your opponent is paying attention. And I do like Jinro using the high ground to his advantage with those destructible rocks. Tanks on the high... I mean, those tanks won't be dying anytime soon. Lings have to go all the way around, and roaches have to get up close and personal. Tanks in a very good spot. Greater Spire is just now finishing. Pretty fast for Broodlords. 17-minute Broodlords coming out, as you do see Corruptors being timed perfectly with that Greater Spire. And he's got these hatches down here completed. And what hotkeys does he have? And those roaches just keeping vision. They can't really do too much. They burrow. Jinro may use a scan to pick these two guys off. Well, he may not. Yeah, there goes the scan. And these roaches will be going down. More roaches are coming. These things are fairly cheap. Jinro, though, at 200 supply, while Zerg is at 155. Jinro is macroing like a boss. And look at this. I mean, this is the Terran player that just shows he loves macro. Just going to be slow pushing his opponent. Has so many missile turrets up to defend against mutas, has a few Thors, and just tanks spread out everywhere. Does he have like a single bio unit? He's got 4 Marines out. That's it. That's all. He loves mech. But a Zerg player doing the correct thing, just expanding all over the place. He may be taking even more bases. We have Jinro with barracks here, just floating it. Just giving some good scout, going to his vision. He has about half the map, and the sensor tower is giving him a lot more vision. It's very important because mech is immobile. A few Hellions going to come out, going to see this one hatch. A few roaches are there waiting them. And the drones did automatically just burrow, so very nice job. And these drones try to burrow, but those Hellions do pick them out a little bit too fast. Since these Hellions are at +2, they do so much damage to light, 23 damage per shot. And it looks like Jinro is going to be taking another base. But all these Broodlords are out. Jinro only has 10 Vikings. That is a good amount. But there are Infestors out. And you can see it's kind of like the slow pushing versus slow pushing. You got Jinro with a bunch of tanks and missile turrets. And now the Zerg player pushing with Broodlord, Spore Claws, and Spine Claws with Infestors behind it to pick out Vikings en masse. The Infestors do not have Neuroparasite. Their Zerg is going to come up and decide, okay, attack is not such a great idea. And let's see, is he droning up down here? No, he isn't. Jinro does have a PF morphing up here because this gold base, these crystals are vulnerable to high ground harassment. So he's going to get a PF here, which will stop Hydras or Roaches, LOL Hydras. But just from camping out this area and trying to interrupt the mining. But it looks like Jinro has actually done himself a disservice by placing these missile turrets here. Is this patch blocked or not? I don't know. Maybe just doesn't have enough SCVs mining at that base. Lings are going to come running in. 2 PFs there with tanks to just clean them up. And Ling's just going to go around and just abuse where Jinro isn't. More Hellions going to come in here and do a little bit of harassment. 3 Spine Claws coming up, and no drones here for those Hellions to kill. Not too many drones here just yet. A bunch of Roaches are coming back, just looking for those Hellions. And now that there's 3 Spine Claws up, you can see him building a lot more drones. He is getting +3 Carapace, +2 melee attack. We do have Cloaking Field coming out from Jinro for Banshees. And building a lot more command centers. He may be sacrificing mules sometime soon. And no, these middle patches can be mined from. And that is quite a few Broodlords. The mech, though, at +3 weapons right now. And that does so much against non-upgraded Broodlords, because you can look at this, 36 damage per shot. They have 2 attacks now, 39. It adds 6 damage. So 6, 12, 18 extra damage these Thors are doing. Oh no, I was looking at Thor Hammer. Versus Light, 18, and 4 attack, so 18 times 4. Is that serious? Do they do 72 damage versus Light? Well, 9, 36 damage. That's a lot. And you can see those Broodlords do take heavy damage from all these Thor fire. And it looks like they just don't care. They're a little bit clumped up. And the Zerg player is going to be coming in here with a lot of Roaches, a few Hydras even. But he's immediately going to fall back. Jinro just has this on lockdown. We have an Ultralisk Cavern on the way so he can build some Ultras. Jinro is getting a Raven with Seeker missiles, and that will help him a lot. These Infestors going really close to the Thors, getting a funnel girth off, and these Roaches attacking, but you cannot kill a PF Roaches. What are you thinking? 59 SCVs, 270 drones, so when both these players are max, Jinro has the larger army. But you can see a Zerg player just kind of keeping him contained. He has a lot of orbital commands and some PFs building. Just has this quarter of the map on lockdown, while the Zerg is free to the other 75%. But Jinro's like, I'm going to be so cost efficient, it doesn't matter how much more you mine from me. If you're attacking me, you're going to be not exchanging evenly. And looks like a lot more Corruptors coming out. We are at 18 not 18, 8 Corruptors. More Broodlords morphing, and that is 8 more Broodlords. Jinro getting Ghost and a Nuke. Meanwhile, his command center is going to land. He's going to try to take this gold base, and he may actually secure both of these gold bases. Even if he has this for just a little bit, all the mules he can put down on it will be so good and deplete it so quickly. But a Zerg player looks like he will have this scouted almost immediately. We have personal cloaking for the Ghost. And is that another nuke, or is that the same nuke I mentioned? It feels like that was an eon ago. Where is the Ghost Academy? No, that's a different nuke, I think. Oh no. Cloaking, he's got 1 nuke. But he can get 2 once that cloaking does finish. And looks like 2 Banshees trying to do harassment. There's just a few Hydras with this Overseer stopping that. Spore Callers going up at both these bases to defend against these Banshees. So Jinro's trying to harass these bases with Hellions and Banshees and just has been unsuccessful. You can see the line of Spore Callers and Spine Callers here. So if Jinro wants to move out, well, he's going to be delayed just a little bit. This gold base is up. Does a Zerg player see that? No, he doesn't. Looks like that Roach does go down. Jinro building a lot of missile turrets. He may just wall this entire area off with missile turrets. And that looks like what he is doing. So, protecting the missile turrets, he's got a PF. And maybe he won't completely wall himself in because he's got to put SCVs there maybe. And then he will? I don't know. But you can tell Jinro just turtling up so hard. Has his Banshee split up. They're still cloaked though, just wasting that energy. A little bit of a blunder there from Jinro, but it's not going to make a difference at all. Both these players, well, no. Our Zerg player's only at 175 supply, getting 8 more Infestors, 3 on the way. Oh no, Chitinous Plating is coming out. He already has 3 Carapace, 3 Melee, Adrenal Glands, +2 Missile. So he's just getting all of the upgrades, +2 on his Flyer attack upgrades. And Jinro, again, just totaling. Looks like a Hydra did go down there. And Banshees, I don't know what those Banshees are exactly doing. Just chilling out. They could be doing a little... Okay, this one's going to come in and just pick at this one gas. The Queen's going to come, start poking it. The Banshee can cloak, but it doesn't look like it's going to be able to. It will be going down. SCV's being sacrificed by Jinro. And he's actually getting half the map. I can't believe the Zerg player is letting him to get all of these bases. He should be running out around with a lot of lings, I think, and just stopping this, because Jinro's going to be mining an awful lot. He's getting Corvid Reactor now, +3 flying attack, and battle cruisers. But looks like the Zerg wants to attack now. Has a lot of Broodlords wailing away. Scan does go down, sees this army. He knows exactly what the composition is. Let's pull up this units tab so you can see how many Broodlords that is. And a nuke is going off. And a Zerg player, does he know about that? He's not moving EMPs. All of the Infestor scans. And oh my god, he's got to pull away this nuke. Oh, okay, he is getting away. Secret missiles come, blew up all of those Broodlords. And looks like the Ghost went down or the nuke got canceled. Probably the Ghost died. The Overseers were here. But those Seeker missiles just demolished those Broodlords. However, Jinro's not mobile. You have all these forces just going to move out and say, no, 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 you can't mine at all. And Jinro's got to be careful because he's running out of saturation. I mean, he's got about a third of his minerals left at his natural. But if all these bases go down, Jinro really won't be mining for much longer. And the tank goes down, and we have Infestitans plus Roaches attacking this one PF. Does he know about the other two? He knows about one of them. And if he goes to attack this one, he'll find out about this base. Jinro is moving a lot of Thors to deal with this. The PF does remain living, and those Infestors immediately just gonna be burrowing. I don't think he has Neuroparasite yet. 3 nukes are out for Jinro. A lot of roaches going in. They are at 3-2. Another nuke goes off. It looks like it's right here on all those spine crawlers. Infestitans coming out to deal with these Thors. They do really well against Thors. And the nuke is gonna land and just take out the spine crawlers. It looks like one Corruptor does go down. But those Infestitans doing a pretty good job. The Thors are retreating back to the PF and using this missile turret wall. And another nuke is coming in. Oh my god, that's a lot of Corruptors. And another nuke. Where is that? Another nuke. Well, this Corruptor pack is going to go down along with a lot of roaches. That was a lot of food. And oh wait, down here was the other nuke. I just found that. 16 kills on this Ghost. And Jinro doing the total up and move out slowly with nukes. And that may have just won him the game. A Zerg player doesn't have that much. How many kills does this one Ghost have? I don't know where he is. He is somewhere on the map, and man, did he get a lot of kills. There's that one with 16. Vikings are going to be landing. And he doesn't have the Ghost hotkey, so I don't know. He seriously doesn't have that much of his army hotkey. No. And Vikings just doing what they can. Lings coming to deal with them. Ultralists come out, and those Vikings are forced to lift up. Gonna pick off a few Overlords because, well, why not? 177 supply to 135. That's quite a few Vikings. And another nuke is going off on this base. Scan does go down up here to give him vision of this. And oh my god, this Ghost is gonna get a lot of kills. Spinecrawler and Sporecrawler are moving, but oh, 34 kills on that Ghost right now. Thors and battlecruisers being built. The spawning pool is going to get rebuilt because those Vikings did take it out. And the Ghost going to do yet another nuke. What a baller, you Ghost. And it looks like this one will land too. A Zerg player not paying attention to these nukes. I'm not exactly sure why. That Ghost is up to 61 kills, and I believe those are all, like, or most of them are drones. And the Sporecrawler is coming out here. The Ghost does not have much energy left. He does get away with 1 HP. And he's got to go into hiding. This Ghost stays unnumbered. He has vision of this area. So as soon as it gets decloaked, I'm sure it will go down. The gold base is forced to lift up. Jinro is mining over here. Let's go to this econ. You can see it's actually fairly even. And a Zerg player has caught up. since losing all that, but oh, Seeker missiles do go off. But our Zerg player is back at kind of even supplies, or even-ish, before those Seeker missiles. Ultras have to take out some of these missile turrets so they can get positioning on this PF. The PF goes down, and oh my god, fungal! Oh, this hurts just as bad as getting nuked. Oh, so many Vikings do go down right there. But the Infestors are out of energy, and another nuke is going off. This Ghost has 1 HP left. He did not die, as the Zerg player can see this. A drone can just come here and poke him, and he will die. But it does not look like that will happen. 62 kill Ghost. Now meet your 88 kill Ghost. Scan goes up to see all these bird units, even Ultras, and the Ghost doing yet. Oh no, that's not the same Ghost. What is that? I don't know. There's a nuke landing right here, misses. It looks like he's just nuking random parts of the map, hoping to hit all the Ultras. But Jinro may lose this game. I mean, he's not mining at all, it looks like. You can see his income definitely dwindling, but a Zerg player is dwindling as well, as he's been nuked countless times. That's so many drones. Yeah, 300 and... Oh, no. Jinro's only killed 54 drones. And a Zerg player's killed 59, so... While those nukes have been awesome, it's not as successful as I'm playing them out to be. These Ultras coming in, and another nuke is going down on top of these Ultras. If this nuke lands, that may be it. EMP goes off. Ultras are falling. Wait, are they going to be missing this nuke? The nuke looks like it will be landing. Ultras trying to run away, and it looks like he gets away without taking too much damage. But actually, Jinro not in a bad situation at all. 126 supply, 265 supply. You gotta keep in mind, Jinro had 15 SCVs, a Zerg player at 27 SCVs. BCs are going to be taking out Overlords, and Jinro will be landing his command center. Oh, he doesn't have to land it. The Mule is going to repair it. And it actually looks like Jinro has a huge lead right now. He's got a pretty big bank compared to the Zerg player and is way ahead in the supply. His nuking was just so efficient, only killing 55 drones, but those nukes, keep in mind, killed like all of the Corruptors at once. And that was also a big, big turning point, because those Corruptors would have been able to deal with all these BCs and also eat some Seeker missiles from the Viking Ravens, or just kill the Ravens. Zerg player going to be trying to take this one gold base. Scan does go down. And this one bird Ultra is definitely a spy. And I don't know how things can't see the bird Ultralisk. I mean, how big is this thing? They don't just randomly see a huge pothole. But BC's now going to be taking out this gold base. And Jinro landing a Mule to repair this one Raven. What is with Jinro and 1 HP units? Honestly. And the lava does go down. All the drones are going to, well, there's no base here, so they're going to nothing. Infestor's bird going to be trying to take out this one PF with infested tanners. That's the one thing he has on his side is, well, he can produce units that just cost energy. And splitting up all the infested tanners so this PF splash doesn't get it, but he's got so many they're going to get clumped up anyways. And now there's Infestors are just going to leave. PF does go down. There are other bases for Jinro mining. Battle cruisers are coming out. If he had Yamato, does he have that? No, he doesn't. But you just throw a scan, shoot a bunch of Yamatos off. I don't even know how to say that word. But use a bunch of these Yamato cannons and pick off all the Infestors. You could attack them, but they could maybe be able to run away from the BC because they don't have that speed ability yet to catch up to things or run away from things. Jinro, 143 supply, a Zerg player at 52 supply. And what does a Zerg player have for units? 1 Ultra and 13 Infestors. So he's trying to win this game on Infestors alone with Infested Terrans. I don't know if that's going to work. Jinro has got a 3k mineral bank, so if he wasn't so stubborn and just built Marines, he could easily max out. The Ghost does go down. And that one Ultra is still bird. Going to be seeing all these Thors move out. And again, it doesn't look good for a Zerg player. His infestors could do no parasite, but he doesn't have that research, and he's using all his energy on infested Terrans. But he doesn't know that what Jinro exactly has. He just knows that Jinro isn't mining, and he is not really mining either. He just has to deal with these BCs somehow. And then all the Thor are going to make their way known, and he may be thinking, wow, I can't stop all those Thors. Maybe I should have paid better attention to the nukes. More infested Terrans come out to pick off this Ullbrook man. Jinro and a Zerg player have been mining for the longest time, but Jinro has such a large army advantage. Fallen Growth going off on those Ravens with infested Terrans. So nicely done. Ravens going down, but that one does live with 15 HP. And again, he's going to have to do something about these Thors that are at 3-0. And not to mention, the Thors aren't the only problem. The battlecruisers are also a problem. And he doesn't really have any real anti-air. Jinro is moving in. Queen coming, and his anti-air, which are Queens, are now falling to the ground. Fallen Growth goes off on the Banshee, and he immediately rebirths his infestors, trying to save that energy as much as he can, transfusing those Banshees so he can take out, transfusing the Queen so he can take out the Banshee. But you can see the Zerg player just kind of sitting back. If he can take out all of these units of Jinro, he may have a chance, but I don't know what he can do to take out all the Thor and battle cruisers. Queen's coming in with a few infestors. He only has 6 infestors that have to take out 7 Thors and 6 BCs. Just not happening. Jinro gonna be taking that game, and a Zerg player just leaves. He is not happy he got nuked one bit, and man, was that a good game.